thank you to the EA Creator Network for providing me with a code for The Sims 4 Growing Together. Hello friends, I am back with The Sims 4 and we're raising them right. So we're adding pre-made Sims as infants to our household and trying to kind of give them some character values and parent them to provide a framework so that they're not quite such terrible, I was going to say human beings, but the Sims, so terrible Sims anymore. I always feel as well like when I do my intro, it's like a jump scare. It's like, hi. Okay, so let's jump into the game. I have already got our next child, our next infant who we're adding to the household. I'm very, very excited. Now, you guys voted for this on Twitter. Thank you for the suggestions as well. Everybody who suggested which pre-mades are the absolute worst. I think there was a general consensus. I think it was something like almost 50%, maybe like 40 something percent. Everybody agreed like Mrs. Crumplebottom, Agnes Crumplebottom is the absolute worst. Now there is two different Mrs. Crumplebottoms. There's Mrs. Crumplebottom and Miss Crumplebottom, I believe, and I'm not talking about the other Crumplebottom from Henford on Bagley. I think Miss Crumplebottom and Mrs. Crumplebottom are two different people, but we've got Agnes, and I think Agnes is the one that lives in words are hard. The one that lives in Henford on Bagley with the, you know, like the grey outfit, the handbag, Margaret Thatcher energy. I'm quite sure I heard once upon a time a rumour, and just a rumour, right? It's just like a thing that people said, where Margaret Thatcher always had a handbag with her with like an iron in it, and that's why they called her the Iron Lady, because she would hit people with a handbag. I don't know if that's true or not, but she gives like Miss Crumplebottom energy, she gives Margaret Thatcher energy. But anyway, yeah, so it's the one that you will find in Henford on Bagley in The Sims 4, and I think it's the same person that lived in Sunset Valley, and she had like blonde hair and like a black dress. I think she was also Agnes Crumplebottom, but I do get the two mixed up. But yeah, she's the worst. I think we all know this, but I may be getting the two mixed up. I just want to kind of acknowledge that. So if I open my library, I've already aged her down here to this little thing, Baby Agnes. Like, she looks so cute. So I've given her this kind of like I've put her in lots of grey, because she does wear a lot of grey. It's like she's an infant, but her favourite colour is grey, like the sad clouds. And I've given her this kind of little bow on her head because I thought it was giving kind of like vintage 1920s vibes. And I'm quite sure Agatha is at least 100 years old at this point. So yeah, I thought that was quite a cute little vibe, because the other hair that I was going to give her, because she has like a bun in her hair. So, but the only one that really was buns was like an afro textured hair. And I thought that's not really suitable. And then the other one was like the one with the little like bow in her hair, but I think Eliza already has that. So yeah, I was like, I'll put that little, because she wears a little hat, right, like a little pillbox hat, I guess. So like that's what I was going for. And then she's wearing lots of kind of like quilted clothing and like what's it called, like argyle tights and things like this, and a lot of white as well, because even though she wears a lot of grey and black as an adult, I feel like, okay, let's just add her to the household and I'll tell you a little bit more about her backstory. So let's get her in here. Are we sure about this? We're gonna move her in. We're gonna move them all in together. Yes, move her in. I am scared. Yeah, let's jump in. So while we've got the little loading screen, so her backstory, the reason why Agatha is so angry, and I think it's Agatha, I may be getting the two mixed up again, but the reason why Miss Crumplebottom or Mrs. Crumplebottom is so angry, and like if you remember from the Sims 1 Hot Day, the Crumplebottom in that, if your Sims were making out or like being overly romantic and affectionate in public, she would be offended and she would come over and she would hit you with a handbag. Now, the reason for this we learned in The Sims 3 is because she was about to get married. If it's the same one, I might be conflating two stories. She was about to get married to the love of her life when he accidentally drowned in the swimming pool, I think, unless that's just the way I killed him in The Sims 4. Do fact check, do go on the wiki and fact check all this information. But that's why she was absolutely distraught. She was broken hearted. She couldn't believe it. And then because she was about, as well, if you look in The Sims 3 in her little house, there's even like a nursery set up. She was planning on having a family. So it's like, because she was heartbroken, she became really bitter and twisted and jaded. And like, that's the backstory of her. At least if I've conflated the two, that's what we've got going in our Let's Play. So So this boogie pop-up as well, you're going to be getting it all the time and it's going to be making you panic. There's no items removed, it's a bug. Like sometimes, I mean, maybe sometimes there will be items removed, but in this case it's just the bug. So I'm just going to kind of delete my wall posts. There we go. So we have this nice fresh start. So where is she? She's here already. Why is she in the house? I am shocked to the core. So I think we might actually need a second little bed for her, but where am I going to put it? Wait, don't we have one? Do we have one already? I feel like we have the old bed we used to use for Vlad. You know, the little portable one? Where did I put it? I'm so prepared, guys. Wow. We have a cake. We've got quite a bit of stuff going on in here, but nothing that, what's all this about? Fog? What's happening here? I think that's from the Parenthood kind of board. Right, I don't know what we did with the cart, so we're just going to get another one. We've got 60 grand. Listen, we're not worried about money in this Let's Play. That's not the aim of this Let's Play. If we've gone kids and beds, I'm sorry, all my Let's Plays are always absolutely all over the place. Is there like a grey one? Is there a sad grey one? Maybe that one. Where do I put it? There's not really any room anywhere. Agatha might have to go downstairs with the werewolves. For the time being, I'm sure she won't mind. No, we can't do that to her. Oh, I've run into a problem. It's going to be temporary because we are going to age up Vlad really soon. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to move this. We'll just put this in the bathroom. I'm sure it won't be in the way. I'm sure it'll be fine. Like they can get around, right? They can use this sink. It'll be fine for the time being. And we'll put this crib here because tomorrow we're going to plan Vlad's birthday and he's going to age up. So then we can move it we can get another one of these carts. Like Vlad can go in here because he'll be a child. It'll be fine. We have got a full house now, guys. Like, this is where the real fun starts. Like, how many kids? 6 kids. This is where the trouble begins. Okay, what we need to do, right, hang on. I always say I'm not going to save, but I'm just going to play how I play. Okay, little baby, not Bob, Don is okay, but he needs to pee himself. So I'm sure you'll be all right. If I just go and put you down in here, put Don down here, he's going to be okay while we sort. Like, she's already losing responsibility. I feel like, sorry, not Eliza. I'm going to do this all the time. Agnes, like, I feel like she would have very high responsibility, actually. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for a potion of plentiful needs for Cinders, and then let's get in here and adopt this sweet baby angel. She is funny though. If you look at her face, she really does. Like, I don't know how they did this with infants, but they have the faces of the adults. It's like actually kind of freaky. It's actually kind of creepy. I'm like, how did they do that? Like baby Vlad as well. Let's just have a quick look at toddler Vlad, because toddler Vlad really looks like adult Vlad, and it's slightly terrifying. Like how downturned. Like I feel like what's that, like Muppet, like Beaker, like how downturned his mouth is. He's just terrifying. He scares me. Okay, back to, if I can just concentrate with my spaghetti brain for a split second. Like, we're gonna look at this sweet baby angel. We're gonna save you from a life of pain. And when the pain happens, Eliza, because again, I feel like there's certain things that are like fixed points for them. They're still gonna go on to have like a similar existence, a similar adulthood, but they're gonna have better systems in place of managing their emotions, managing, you know, confrontation and things like this, all the kind of parenthood values. And like higher confidence and things like this. And we know that people with high confidence, like real confidence, right? Not false confidence that comes from a place of insecurity, but people who are truly confident and comfortable with themselves, they don't need to hurt other people, and other people's BS doesn't affect them in the same way. So again, high confidence is something that we can also aim for. Super efficient infant care. That is not what I want to do right now. I want to adopt Agnes. How do I do this? I can never find it. Oh, I'm gonna have to pause for a second. Where would it be? If I was... There it is. Adopt Agnes. If I was an adoption interaction, where would I hide? Eliza can now talk. She can talk. Oh no, guys. It's happened. It begins. Eliza can now nag. She can talk at toys, talk about trucks, yell out or say nonsense to others, and she can ask for a dessert. She can learn about other socials by increasing her skills as well. So we do want to max out Eliza's social skill, because I feel like she's going to need it. I feel like she's probably going to go into politics, like in my personal save, and I feel like she needs those kind of social skills. The kind of social skills that I don't have, which is why I talk to my friends on the internet. Right, it's official. Agnes has been adopted into the Mouse family. Do you know what? I am here for online relationships. I personally think online relationships are the best relationships. Like, if I say you're my friend, I genuinely consider you to be a friend. Like, I some of the best relationships in my life, like, have been online relationships, like simmers. You're good people. Okay, this is cute. I'm sorry, I'm back in screenshot mode. I've been playing in my own save, so I've gone back to my old technique of pausing all the time and taking a million screenshots. That's how I play. It's funny because when I used to do my blog, so I used to do my blog and like little funny reviews and little stories and things like this. People used to say to me, you should do YouTube, you should do YouTube. And at the time I was really shy. I was like, there's no way I'm getting this face and this terrible personality on camera. But eventually I was like, I think lockdown happened and I was like, I'm bored, I'm doing YouTube. Because I'm an idiot. And now you can't stop me. You can't keep me away. Like, maybe the views aren't there, but I'm having fun with what I'm doing. I don't know, I've lost track of what I'm saying again. Let's keep going. So I think we adopted her. Did we adopt her? I wasn't paying attention again. Yes, we've adopted her. I think I've read it out loud as well. That's how my brain works. It's doing two different things. It's like I've got a Gemini moon, so I do feel like there's two people in there. Like, one's paying attention and one's daydreaming. Sometimes I don't know who takes the wheel. Okay, what am I doing? Yes, you do need to super efficient. Oh, Daddy's doing it. Daddy Christopher, like local legend. Daddy Christopher dealing with whatever's going on inside that nappy. It looks foul. So yeah, I guess we get to spend a little bit more time with baby Eliza. Look at this sweetie. I do think as well we do want to adopt as care dependent with our eldest child. And now the eldest child, the teenager, she's not a pre-made sim. She's the child that Cinderella and Christopher the werewolf had during high school years. So that is who she is. But she's basically a third parent, and I appreciate her. She's great. So we actually need, because every Monday, so it's Monday now, which is why we've added Agnes to the household, and I've been waiting for it all week. I've been so excited, like doing the poll and everything. I've been so excited to get her in the household. And yeah, so every sim Monday, we need to add another sim to the household. But currently we have a full household, and I don't have the mod to have like more people in the household, just because I don't want to like ruin my computer. So we do, and I like the challenge as well. The challenge of like, right, we really need to get Luna aged up. So I feel like we're very close to actually being able to move Luna out. So she actually has to attend career day on Thursday because we missed it last week because it was a holiday. It was a pain. But if we can do all that with Luna, we'll be able to move her out at the end of the week and then have space to move our next child in. If not, we'll just keep playing until we get to that point, like maybe forget the Monday thing and see how we go with that. But anyway, so Greg would then be the next, and he's doing really well as well. He's level 6 mental skill is his next thing that he needs to do. I'm all over the place. And like I say, Vlad is actually technically ready to age up, so we'll have a little birthday party for him tomorrow. Quick revealed happy spitter. Agnes, that is not polite. We need to teach this child how to be polite, I think, with the character values. Agnes is prone to spitting up during feeding. Oh, so she's not like spitting. She's like spitting, different spitting. Infants with the happy spitter quirk. I don't know if we say that necessarily in the UK. I don't think I did when my kids were little. I don't think we called it spitting. Posseting, if we call it posseting. Oh, it's gone. In my eldest case, she had a problem with milk and attaching for a while. So we tried her with all different kinds of milk, like lactose-free milk and powdered milk, breast milk, like all these different things, and she like the wind and the sickness, like constant. It was like constant. So I had to kind of cover her with, you know, the muslin cloths. I had to have like a whole massive supply of muslin cloths, and I would just, so if you've got babies that posset a lot, obviously they'll lay on the back and the posset, it just dribbles all around the neck. So she had like a really sore neck, and so what I ended up doing was like sort of tucking up a muslin cloth around her like this. So every, like after I fed her, like every sort of 10 minutes or so that it'd be wet through it, I'd have to like get rid of it and put a fresh one there. But it was like I'd just do that and go through them like nobody's business. I had so many muslin cloths. Luckily my son didn't posset as much, didn't have the same problem. All babies have different problems, that's what I've learned. They're perfectly normal, their digestive systems are just still maturing. My eldest is not normal, I think they would agree. Okay. My real life eldest, like not my eldest, Luna, she's perfectly normal and well-rounded and wonderful in every way. And my eldest is wonderful in every way, but then quirky. Okay, I love them very much. Agnes is a grown infant but must rely on... What do you need? Tell me what you need. You need to pee yourself, and you need to have your bum changed, and you need to have sweepy time. Yes, musical farts. Well done, Agnes. She's gonna be trouble. Right. What I wanted to do, I didn't tell you like what trait I gave her. I wanted to give her the intense trait, but I think that one of the others had that. I feel like Greg had the intense trait, and I thought it's nice to have a variety of different traits so that we can experience all the different ones in one Let's Play. So I think Greg had intense, and then I think Vlad had sensitive, because I remember going back in two. And so then Eliza had, what did Eliza had? She had happy, wasn't it? No, Don's got sunny. Eliza had wriggly. So yeah, I wanted to go with one that we've not had before in this Let's Play. So I gave her cautious, because I did feel like it kind of suited her, because she's a loner. If you look at her traits in The Sims 4, she's a loner. So I was like, these Sims appreciate the familiar, but are slow to warm up to new experiences, locations, and Sims. So I thought that explains kind of a similar feeling of like being a little bit distant, a little bit reserved. So I thought that one seemed appropriate to choose. So let me know, what do you think? What would you have given her? Let me know in the comments below, because I did almost go for intense. So what else do we have here? Like, oh, look at this. She's like, I was born and adopted by Cinderella Mouse. Oh no. Sounds good until you read the details. Oh, Luna's got a thing above her head here. So what's this? Work for Luna starts in an hour. What would you like to do? Work from home, please. I feel like that's always the best. Update online bio with business headshot. So I think all we have to do for that is like take selfie. But first, let me take a selfie and do this. And she's gorgeous. Terrible lighting. We can spin her around a bit, which I love that this is an option. I would really love Sims team. I would really love if they updated all the various camera interactions in the game to make them more consistent, because I do feel like different camera options have different settings and it's very confusing. So I could take selfies in 3 or 4 different ways, and every single one will have different UI, and I don't understand, like, just make it consistent, Sims team. There we go. Let's take a few of those. Beautiful, gorgeous. We love it. We love to see it. And then we want to that's not where I want to be in. I'm leaning because I've moved my tripod for my webcam a little bit when I was cleaning. Yeah, I did clean my desk. I don't know if any of you saw. I don't know if any of you saw the kind of awful, hang on, I need to pause while I'm doing this. I don't know if any of you saw like the really awful picture that I had of my The Sims posted something, and it was like, my responsibilities fighting my urge to play The Sims, and I was like, stop calling me out, Sims 4, because literally I was sat here, had a big mountain of washing with my big scruffy like washing basket that's all broken. I need a new one, but I can't find, it's a really good washing basket, it's like a really good size, and I can't find another one that's like the equivalent, so I just keep using this one that's like, it's lost its handles and everything. Yeah, and then I took a picture of my desk, but my desk needed cleaning. So if you look on that picture at the back, I don't know if you can see the little Yoda, there's all like crumbs and things. I was like, crumbs and dust. I was like, yeah, I cleaned my day, like, look, I've got my wipes, I cleaned my table, I just I was just ignoring my adult responsibilities. And so then the really embarrassing thing, and I was like, when I look back on the picture later on, I really just should have thought before I posted to my dear leader, the official Sims account. And then I look back on the picture and you could see my underwear. You could see my black lacy thong in the picture. So then I'm like zooming in like this because I'm like, please don't let it be like the gusset. You can't see like anything that's awful. So yeah, that was my very embarrassing interaction with the Sims official account this week. I'm just such an idiot. Honestly, I'm like a danger to myself. Oh my god, we've got clean, dry, folded clothing? What? The impossible happened. The laundry dried. It must have been from the line because I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Okay, right. My brain is broken. But in a good way, in a fun way, guys. In a way where it's like, well, I'm having fun. Okay, you're going to the toilet. Beautiful. What's this? Become recognised for work. The truth can set you free. Oh yeah, I remember trying to do that last time when Cinderella was like helping him. Everything's just chaotic and I'm not really paying attention to what's going on. Right, Greg's out here, please, just being just such a sweet baby angel. Like, look at this little guy. He's so adorable. You wouldn't think he'd grow up to be that angry werewolf in Moonwood Mill that fights everybody. If I just slow down my speech a little, I might be able to speak correctly. Right, I love that you're building your imagination skill, but you kind of need to work on your mental skill. Like, you need to sleep. You're really tired. Why are you up? Go back to bed, Greg. I don't know what's going on with you there. Did you have like a nightmare or something? You're getting a little bit werewolfy. Moon madness. Oh, it's the full moon. Oh, I wonder if that's why he's out of bed. Oh, that explains things. I can't see the moon though. It's a bit too cloudy. Sorry for spinning the camera around like that. You're all like, what? Positing. Okay, go back to bed, Greg. Eliza, you're having fun, baby. Like, let's get you some food, sweet baby angel. Like, she's going to be ready to age up soon as well, I think. Grab a serving of whatever that is. Hot dogs. They're fine. They're not gross, I don't think. They're excellent quality. They're fine. They're not spoiled. Don is doing fine. Look at him go. No, don't go. No. Don't play in the toilet. Can I parent you for that? Is that like, why can't I parent him? Please don't do that. Super efficient infant care. I don't really know what that is, but it's fun, so I'm going to do it. So I need to go into full parent mode. Perform numerous parenting interactions in succession to enter full parent mode. Have a child with 3. We can do that when Luna ages up. I keep on checking because there's so much going on. I keep forgetting what is happening exactly. Right, Greg has gone back to bed. Okay, we're not doing too bad. Lots of children are in bed right now. I need to upload, that's what I was doing. Do we have like a nice picture of you? Because I feel like the ones we just took are really terrible. I mean, we could put a picture of him. Let's just put a picture of, oh, it says it's of her. Okay, upload as business headshot. I don't think it's her. I think no, it's not her. It's, what's her name? The one with blue hair. Can't think what her name is now. I can picture her, I can't think of what her name is. It doesn't matter. Moving swiftly on. Greg, how are you getting... Not Greg. Christopher, how are you getting on? You're parenting. I didn't ask you. I'm going to have to send him to work, aren't I, to try and achieve this? Unless, can he, like, show off food to Cinderella? Is that something he can do? Because it's technically a crafted item, right? I don't know if he necessarily made that. Yeah, let's try do that. If I make some food, can I make some breakfast? Serve breakfast. Serve omelettes and what's going on here? You two are talking. Very nice. How lovely. Can I like parent you at all? I want to get that. Discipline recent behaviour. Calm. Ask not to break curfew. Okay, I'm sure she was doing something wholesome and helpful when she broke curfew because she's a very good girl. I feel like she's going to do a better job of raising her own children than whatever Cinderella's doing here, but I don't know. What do we have? Greg's going to school soon. Luna's doing stuff. Greg, right, Greg, you are catching up on your sleep. I feel like you're okay. Christopher, I want him to go to work because I need to try and do whatever this is. while at work, click on your Sims portrait to change your away activities to ask for performance review. Okay, I think what I need to do is as well is just give him a potion of plentiful needs. I wanted to send him to work in like the best mood possible, so that we don't have to kind of like worry. I don't know. So we give ourselves like the best chance, right? And can we also get a potion of like, is it like potion of perk? Are you okay? Christopher, I thought you were a good cook. What's happening? It's like potion of like perk purging or something as well. I think there's one that's like it removes the bad buffs. I think it might be this one. Right, hang on. Let me just magic spells copy pasto. Hi Eliza, she's just minding her own business down there. It's only normal quality. I can probably improve the quality as well. Did that go into my inventory? Yes, okay. Can I improve the quality of this one? Spells, Repario. So that's worked. He's in a really good mood now. Oh, she's so cute. Look at these two. You're so cute. Let's snuggle. Let's give her a snuggle or something. Let's hug lovingly before we go. I want her to... I want to send her alone, please. Oh, no, don't you go to work just yet. Wait a second. No, don't whisk... it didn't work. It didn't work. Cinderella, can you stay at home, please? Someone has to watch the children. Okay. Damn it, I didn't do it in time. Luna's off to school. Christopher's off to work. Cinderella is alone with all these children. One of them is already asleep on the floor, rolling around next to this staircase, which scares me. Is there anything we can do here? I mean, even if I put like a little ledge on it, because I just feel like it's a hazard. And I know the Sims aren't going to fall down there because it's not like technically possible for them to do so. But it still scares me. Like, it's just, it bothers me because it doesn't quite... For some reason, these stairs are not in the right place. Like, I'd love to get more. I think I like that one better. I mean, it's just a little ledge. It just makes me feel better. I wish we could get more of these trim things. What are these called? Half wall trims. Because we don't have very many, and I don't... they don't match. You see what I mean? It's like, I just feel like we had a few more options. Basic wood trim. No, what's this one? Stone wall trim. Wood wall trim. This chunky one. Is that the same colour? Not quite. Ugh, yeah, I need more of these. Making me sad. Right, can we do that? Yes. And is it done on that side as well? Yes. I explained what I was doing badly there, but I'm sure you followed along. Right. I just feel like he's not going to roll down there now. I feel like, I mean, he might still roll down this way, but I feel like at least we've given him a fighting chance, even though it doesn't literally make any difference whatsoever. Liza's doing brilliantly. Where is she up to? Oh, she's getting sleepy. I feel like we can squeeze like a little bit more communication skill out of her before she goes to bed. Let's have a little bit of a chatty chat. Is there anything I need to discipline you for though? Because you are a little bit, like, she looks like a sweet baby angel, but she is a little bit of a mischief maker. I do appreciate that about her, you know, actually though, because I feel like although Eliza has a slightly challenging personality, being a little bit destructive and obnoxious, I feel like it's going to work, because if we put good into her heart, yes, she is going to be a bit of a martyr. Yes, she is going to kind of, you know, go out protesting, causing trouble, but sometimes you have to, right? Go with unions. Yeah, I think that I support her being a little bit problematic. You know what? Sometimes one person's problematic is another person's saviour. So that's what I have to say about that. I want to talk to her. I want to teach her activities. Come back. Teach objects, because that's teaching to talk, right? So that's communication skill. Look at this, parenting level 10. I'm such a good parent. My son at the moment, who I love to bits, he's adorable and he's very, very sweet. He's a Pisces, guys. He's a little sweetie, but he's very much in his own imagination. And he's just really going through a phase. I mean, we've had a bit of a bad run of luck, like as a family for the past year or so. So, you know, he's kind of, he's got a little bit of anxiety, and he's struggling with motivation to go to school at the moment. So that's been my parenting challenge in real life. And I think sometimes when your kids are having a little bit of trouble with getting them into school, and if they're being resistant to that, sometimes you can really blame yourself, and sometimes you can really be like, I'm a terrible parent, why is my child not cooperating? And it's not that at all. It's just that, kids are full of hormones that are making them grow. They're full of various stresses and challenges that they're constantly facing, and it's always something new. It's as soon as you solve one problem, there's a new problem, and the way they cope with that and the way they deal with that is very much down to their personality. Yes, you can parent them, yes, you can give them coping strategies, but a lot of it is to do with, if people talk about nature versus nurture, my two kids are completely different, right? But I parent them more or less the same. I do adapt my parenting style to their personality a little bit, which I think is a good thing to do. But yeah, so how I parent in the game is similar to how I parent in real life. I don't like to shout. If I do shout, it means I've really got to the end of my tether. But I prefer to kind of hug it out, talk it through, explain why. That's my policy. Let me just check what this is. What was that? I don't know why my phone is making... Sometimes it just likes to tell me it's raining when I know. I can be stood there in the rain and it's hey, it's raining. And I'm like, thanks for telling me, phone. The garden facilities at Christopher's new workplace are impressive but not lovingly cultivated as his own personal space. So what will Christopher do? Follow work policy by filing a service request or choose to attend it before starting his tasks? I think he should follow policy, really. I mean, his werewolf is a bit wild, right? But he's a bit more I take my orders from nature, but I feel we should probably follow policy. Christopher put in a service request, as is the policy, and waited for the service to come and tend the garden. After a few hours, Christopher's boss came in and stopped instantly upon seeing the garden. Christopher was then lectured for not taking the initiative. Get over yourself, boss. I'm going to bite you for not taking any initiative to fixing the garden. It may be the policy to send a service request, but waiting idly is definitely not. We were getting on with our own tasks. We weren't waiting idly. People are such dicks. I can't. Actually, just a second. I just need to pause. I heard some banging around and I thought somebody might be home, but I think it's just my neighbours. Oh my god, look at this bag under my eyes. See what having children does to you. Don't have children. Do have children. They're amazing, but they make sure you're ready before you have them, because they're a challenge. Okay. It's funny as well, because my son, when he was really little, was so easy. When he was really small, he was so easy. He slept through the night, such a good boy. My eldest would challenge rules, very Sagittarius, very adventurous, very wanted to explore, very challenged boundaries. So I would constantly be running around after my eldest, who was a toddler, and my baby son would just be clinging to me like a koala bear, saying, and as they got older, he'd be like, she shouldn't be doing that. He was very much I'm following the rules. And now it's they've flipped. So my eldest is kind of doing their exams now, their SATs, and gets themselves up, goes to school on time, really quite academic, got Capricorn and Aquarius placements. And so they're doing really, really well, not causing me problems. And my son, who used to be my sweet baby angel, is now very stubborn, very challenging, absolutely going through a phase, and it's okay because it's a phase, right? We're gonna get through it. So again, if you're a parent and your children are going through a phase, take a deep breath. You've got this. You are doing a brilliant job. You are a great parent. It's not your fault that kids and teenagers are full of weird hormones that make them act out. They all go through phases. It happens to the best of us. Take a deep breath and just keep doing the best you can, and it's going to be all right. So that's my message to all the parents out there. Okay, so let's get back into it. So I mean, can you imagine? I had so much trouble with 2. Can you imagine having 6? I mean, again, my eldest right now is at an age where, similar to Luna, they would be absolutely helping out, and I would be thank heavens for you, child. But sometimes what can happen when you know, you have the older children who are helping out with the younger ones, you know, like, and you have the well-behaved children, like sometimes they can feel really like, I'm not getting the attention I need, kind of thing, like, and you shouldn't really have, I think, you know, teenagers should be teenagers, and you shouldn't really expect them to be raising your other children. It's good to have them help out and praise them for doing so, but it shouldn't really be an expectation, I think. Sometimes you can't help it, right? Sometimes you have to solve problems as a family, and if you have to ask your kids to step up and help out because that's what you need to do to get your family through something, like, that's good too. There's no, I don't know, I don't want to like shame anyone's parenting style or anything like that during this Let's Play, because, you know, it's really hard, and we're all going through different like life stuff. You know, we're all facing different challenges. So what works for one family, one parenting style that works for one family might not work for another. And like, sometimes you need to adapt your parenting style. Why are you sad? Should I be more lenient? Yeah, so exactly. This is what it's like being a parent. It's like, you know, if you're too firm, you think, am I being too firm? Should I be more lenient? If you're too lenient, you think, oh, I need to be more firm. And do you know what? Sometimes you have to switch things up a bit. I don't know. I've got something else happening here now. So it says, Cinderella is wondering whether all these strict rules and high standards are worth upholding. Oh my god, same. Are worth upholding for her usually well-behaved family member. Maybe she should loosen her expectations a bit. I've gone through something like that as well, where I've been like, do you know what? I'm like so focused on like doing the right thing that maybe I just need to be like, do you know what? If you choose to do the wrong thing, like, hands off parenting, right? It's like, if I dial it back now, and if my kid chooses to do the wrong thing, like not doing the homework, right? And they get a detention for not doing the homework. I'm like, well, I encouraged you to do your homework. I told you it needed doing. If you don't do it, you get the detention, right? I'm not going to solve that battle for you. You know, you need to be speaking up for yourself and like making these choices. So again, it's like hands off, hands on. There's good things and bad things to be said for like both techniques. And sometimes you do have to switch it up a bit, and then the kids will learn for themselves, right? So yeah, I don't know. Not Eliza. Agnes is up. Quote revealed, loves being held. I will hold you. I will comfort you. I will give you all the love you need to stop you being an angry old woman. Agnes seems to particularly enjoy being held. Infants with the loves being held quick are more likely to react positively when they're picked up and carried, and upset when they're put down. Okay, well, do you know what? We're providing you with a brilliant framework here, Agnes, of a family that loves you and a family who's got your back. Okay, so it's gonna be okay. Today's mail's been delivered. So what do you need? What do you need here? You're just still tired. You're still tired. So I'm just gonna kind of like, I don't know, play peekaboo and put you back in here. Put Agnes to sleep. And I always try and click on the mobile to make it work. And what's old-fashioned? I feel like Frère Jacques is like French and old-fashioned. Ooh, we've got to think. Who's this for? Luna was caught using her phone. No, I don't want any of these for Luna, because she literally has all 5 in the range to get all 5 like bonus positive quirks. So I don't want anything like this. What is going to be the one? Lowers emotional control, lowers empathy, lowers responsibility. Responsibility is going to be easy to get back up if we just get her doing her homework. So we'll retake the test with no phone. That's really funny as well. My eldest today, like, I was dropping my son off at school. My eldest was at the gate. And they were like, I have to take a maths exam now, but I don't have my calculator. My calculator is on your desk because my eldest comes and plays Sims. So this is my eldest calculator. And I was like, oh, sad times. I was like, I'd go back and get it, but it's going to be too late. You're going to have to get one from the office or something. I'd, get a spare. And they were like, no, it's okay. It's a calculator not allowed test. I was like, okay. Problem solved. But they're big brain, they'll be fine. Right, okay, what else am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Do you know what, actually? No, I approve of this. I approve of you putting Eliza down there. Yeah, let her have a sleep there, and she might actually even develop some nice skills. She can listen to the sound of the Hoover. Cinderella, can you fix this, please, with your magic powers? Did I not tell you yet? Anyone who's new here, Cinderella's got magic powers. Now, you will have noticed that. No, I do agree. No. I do agree with you putting Agnes down here, because the Hoover sounds are going to be nice. Hoovering up the puddle. Can I like scrubberoo the puddle? Let's give that a go as well. Like scrubberoo the puddle. and then like, and then put down Agnes. There we go. And then she can have a sleep. She can have a play. It's gonna be fine. Oh, I've not done the Christopher thing. Wait. Performance review. I mean, bad timing when he's just got in trouble, but we'll give it a shot. Cinderella, you need to get some food. What food did Christopher make earlier? Omelettes. Get an omelette, grab a serving, and then put it away. Greg, why are you not at school? Greg. Oh my God, Greg, go to school. Why are you still here? This is my son this morning. Didn't want to go in. Why are you still here? Why are you walking? Why are you doing this? Why are you like this, Greg? Beans. That's me, my eldest do. Beans. You can't do that, Beans. Greg's off to school. Okay, good. Finally. I mean, it's not the focus right now while he's a child. We're focused on the mental skills, so maybe he does need to go to school. Art imitates life. Okay, Eliza, you're going to be alright, my sweet baby angel. What are you trying to do here? You're trying to go night-night. You can do it. I have faith in you. I'm going to scrubbery this puddle and hopefully not start a fire next to the fire. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, everything seems to be in order. Vlad just sleeps all the time. Okay, so we do want to age up Vlad as well. This is the next thing because he's doing amazing. We don't have to max out every single one because I do like the variety of, like, some of them are better some things other than others. Words are hard. But I do like to get 3 or 4 maxed out for the toddler stage. And like one specific one that I choose personally for them to definitely max that out. So for Vlad, I wanted him to max out the thinking skill. We're selling some stuff on Plopsy here. And he's done that. So imagination skill, I'm not too bothered about. He is ready to be aged up. And then character values, I really focus on in the child and teen years. I feel like it doesn't make a huge amount of difference in the toddler years unless, I don't know, you play with them for a long time and like really focused on 1 or 2 children specifically. But yeah, we're kind of okay with that. So when you get up, let me just get Cinderella to scrubberoo this potty for you, Vlad. Magic spells scrubberoo. I know it looks like a dungeon, but Vlad likes it. He's a vampire. This feels like home to him, right? He needs the kind of like damp, earthy environment. I'm just providing, like, you know, animals in a zoo, they all have a different habitat, they all have different needs, and Vlad needs gross, dank, horrible cellars. And then come and get some, okay, I'm just going to get that food that I just put away, I'm going to get it back out again. Grab some eggs, Vlad, I don't know, eggs, blood. I'm sure they're both full of some sort of goodness that a growing vampire needs. Oh, look at my sweet baby angel. Go to sleep properly, my love. Oh, why are you sad you had a potty accident? Oh, don't worry about it. Sleep it off. You'll feel better in the morning. It's going to be okay. Little baby Don is also almost ready to get up. I'm going to get Cinderella to come up and kind of like tuck her in or something if I can. What are you actually doing here? Watch Eliza. Creepy. I love to watch you sleep. Very, what's her name? I forgot her name. Collier maybe. Very Collier maybe of you. What? I love to watch you sleep. What is it? That's the thing, right? Confesses to watching you sleep. Is that still a thing in the game? I feel like I haven't seen that for a while. Was it in The Sims 3 or was it The Sims 4, Confesses to Watching You Sleep? I kind of miss it. It was kind of intense. I liked it. I like anything that's a little bit creepy in the game. It's why I love the werewolves pack so much. Right, where is Don? He's just rolling around on the floor down here. Okay, sweet baby. We're going to feed you. What are we saying today? Are we saying boob or let's give him finger food? Hey, I heard you became friends with Agnes Crumplebottom. She's pretty cool. Cool, thanks to Wayne Wall. I don't know how you'd know. Will you stop hoovering puddles? Like, what is wrong with you? Don't eat your feet, Don. Feet are not a good source of nutrition. I know they smell like cheese, but... Cheerleading starts in half an hour or something for Luna. Like, let's have a quick look at her character values. So, yeah, responsibility needs a bit of a boost. That's fine, we can do that. She's quite tired, so when she gets home, we'll have to give her a potion of plentiful needs. Cinderella, I said not the boob. We're trying to minimize Don's fetishes. Can you please put him future fetishes? He's an infant right now, but we know what Donald's like when he grows up. You get what I'm saying? I do want to give him finger foods. I think that's going to be really fun. I don't know if he's actually tried any baby foods, so let's do that first. I feel like papaya paste, because it's orange and the orange colour makes me think of the Calientes. Yeah, papaya paste please. Greg has returned from school. He's only just gone. Like my son as well. Like he gets out soon, so his sister's bringing him home. Well, my eldest child's bringing him home. Okay, responsibility is no longer in. Just got school projects. Okay, cool. Right. We need to sort you out. You're kind of tired, so let's get you upstairs. Let's get you to take a barrel poo and bathe like a beast. Don't worry about the baby in there who's having a little poo. Mummy or Luna will solve that problem for you. Right, hang on. First milestone unlocked. Agnes has had a blowout, so she's pooped herself. Great. Oh, Don liked papaya taste. And first food unlocked. Okay, love that. You girl, actually, I was going to send her... I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Like, listen, I do have a brain. Drink the potion of plentiful needs, Luna. And that's going to be good for you. And then you can go off to cheerleading practice and everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Christopher, how are you doing? I feel like you need to probably come and sort out what's her face? Agnes. I'm going to keep calling her Eliza. Again, it's the length of the name, and because they both start with a vowel, it confuses my head. I've got a real spaghetti brain. You've still got the fear of failure. Why can't I get rid of this for you? I'm fed up of it. I don't know what to do. I'm having a panic. Everybody's home at once. Okay, I feel like we need to change diaper. Agnes Crumplebottom. There we go. That is one problem solved. Then... Right, Greg, you're very tired, but I feel like we can probably get that mental skill. What's going on? What's this? Who are you? I know, but I need to go to career day. Leave me alone. Will this do mental skill? What will do mental skill? No, not Luna. Can you play with that? Will that do mental or creativity? I don't know, because it's Lego, right? So like blocks. I don't know. I'll get him to do that. It'll be a hot minute. It'll be fine. So he's really angry. Oh my goodness. The beast beckons. Beastly growth spurt. Growing up is weird enough as it is, but now this. Is he like hairy or something? Like what's happening? Right, how are you doing, my love? She's a little bit smelly. Like Greg is like the same. Right, do you know what, Greg? Actually, don't do that, because I prefer if the maid is finally out of the... Oh my god, get out of here. Take a wild shout. Cinderella, can you stop playing with Vlad, even though that's very, very cute? And can you magic scribbery this so that the maid gets out of here? And then Daddy Christopher, can you come and bathe Eliza? Give bath. Agnes, I'm going to get them confused all the time. It's going to drive me crazy. And if it's going to drive me crazy, I know it's driving you crazy. I'm so sorry. I literally can't help it. If we ever meet up in real life, like a Simmers meet up or something, and I call people by the wrong names, it's not because I'm a really horrible, obnoxious person. And this is where, like, it really hurts me. I'm not a horrible, obnoxious person. It's not that I don't know people's names. It's just that my memory filing system is kind of like... It's like my brain's like very fast and ping-pongy, but something to do with my memory filing system. It's very... There's something going on up there and I can't do anything about it. So again, I don't mean any offence if I get somebody's name wrong, or if I have a moment where like my brain isn't connecting names and faces. Like it's like I know who people are, I just have this delay, so I'm sorry. Maria Volkov is calling to chat. I want to answer. I would love to, because that's my mum. That's Christopher's mum. But now's not the time. I've got to make Mrs. Crumplebottom less stinky. Let's have a look at her, because she is the star of the show today. Like, look at her. Look at her. She's like, listen, it's okay. Agnes, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let people care for you, to let love in, to put your safety and trust in another's hands. If that person is caring and loving and possibly a werewolf, but the good kind. It's okay. You need to learn to trust people, Eliza. You need to learn to let people in. Look, it's okay. It's just water. Funny as well, because if you do tarot, water is associated with emotion and love. So it's always like he's showing her that little love is safe, and that's wholesome and cute. And she got first bath unlocked as well. Cinders, what are you whinging for? She's just peeing in front of everybody, like, playfully. She's like, ha, look at me pee. Like, definitely been around the wells too long. She's so happy. What's this? Oh, so cute. Cinderella might have just seen the cutest infant in the world right now. It's so wholesome. Eliza's a bit sleepy again. Not Eliza. Agnes is sleepy again. So I think we need to put her to sleep here. Can't play a lullaby because I've not upgraded this one. What do you want, sweet baby angel? What do you want? Are you ready to have your birthday planned? Shall we plan you a birthday, little baby boy? Is that what you want? Do you want to be a child? He's terrifying. He's so scary. Yeah, let's inflict child Vlad on the world. I'm gonna do a 2-in-1. I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to record again, guys, and I do have to kind of wrap up what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do a 2-in-1 video. And we're going to age up Vlad. We're going to give him his birthday. So let's cook a cake for Vlad. And I may start to play off camera a little bit and just record anything significant that happens. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Now, the thing is, my videos are going to be really far and few between. But then I need content for the videos. No, we'll arrange a birthday. We'll do it in the next video. I just don't know when it's going to be. Let's arrange a birthday party for Vlad for tomorrow. For the morning, add an event. Add a... where's birthday party? Have I gone past it? Birthday party, there we go. Add a birthday party. It doesn't need to be a gold event. We've already done that. Birthday sim is Vlad. I want the caterer to be... Oh, I mean, we'll just say Cinderella, but no, we'll say Lily Zoo. Like, let's get Lily round. Guests, we're going to have Cinderella. Wolfgang can come. Greg's going to be... No, I want all the kids there. I want... Oh, not you. I want all the kids there. I want Maria there. I want Jacob there, because, again, big brother energy. Not you, Knox. Agnes can be there. Who else? Rory, because she's family too. Foundling's kind of... Is Foundling family? No, let's not have Foundling. Christopher's coming. And I think that is it, because, yeah. And then mixologist. Celine can be in the mixologist. I don't know why we need a mixologist for a baby birthday party, but parents sometimes like to drink, guys. I don't feel like we need an entertainer. Let's skip the entertainer. And let's have it at one of the rec centres. So... let's have it at this rec centre, the one in Oasis Springs, because I do really like that one. Again, I've got a video on me building this, or a tour of it at least. It is on my gallery if you want to get this yourself. Let's do it after school, so like 4 p.m. when everybody's back from school. Beautiful, we're doing it, it's happening. It's happening. I feel like June Birch, she says that right, doesn't she? Like, it's happening, it's happening. Okay. Love her. Right. Christopher's doing this. Cinderella's doing... She's smelling old boots. Like, I smell like an old boot. I made the mistake of not wearing socks with my Air Force Ones the other day, and I took my shoes off and they were so smelly. I was like, why did I do that? Why did I do that to myself? I don't normally have smelly feet, so it was a bit of a shock. Oversharing. I overshare because I overcare. Greg, if you're going to sleep, do it properly. If you're going to sleep, properly sleep. Like, come on. We need to age you up as well soon. So I do want to get a little bit of time in with, like, Vlad and Greg as children at the same time, because I think that'll be really fun. You're going playing in the ball pit. Adorable. You can do what you want. You're basically ready to age up. So you do you, Vlad. Luna's back from cheerleading. Perfect. Right, we do want to ship that thing on Plopsy. What are you doing here? Simeon Silver Sweater, let's say hello. Let's invite him in. We might be able to learn something from him. Wait. Where's he going? I don't know where he's going. Okay, sell this. Ship to buyer. Hey, Vlad. I don't know how you got out of the house, because I'm pretty sure I put door locks on. Did I remove them at some point? Where did Simeon Silver Sweater go? Christine Simeon. Just making up words now. Repario. Oh, God, there's so much happening. He's out here, he's grilling more. I don't know why the Sims do this. They always make de-stressing deconcoction. So voting's now closed. Rock Your Body and Mine received the most votes from the community and will take effect immediately. Okay, I can't remember voting for that as well. I just have such a bad memory. I don't know what you're doing. Shiv on Trendy. Are you here? Did you invite yourself in? I want to learn from you. Teach me your magic. Talk about, ask for magical training. There we go. He's my favourite as well, like the practical magic. He's not necessarily my favourite of the mages, but practical magic is my favourite of the magic categories, and potions, because yeah, I just find it really useful. Like I use Scrubberoo, Copy Pasto and Repario all the time. They're just so handy. I just wish I could Scrubberoo infants. What are you doing in the treehouse, Cinders? What are you doing in there? Do you have to do something for work? You have to plan, like, okay, get out the treehouse, stop hiding, have a potion of plentiful needs, and let's get your jobs done for the day. Luna's back, so she can tackle any children issues. Plan lecture, conduct research, right? Get on here. Career, education, career, plan lecture. Greg does need to do his homework, and Luna also needs to do her homework. She's just... This is why we need real cars in the game, because these world objects are not... they're not just not what I'm looking for. Sims team, please can I have cars? Pretty please. Like if The Sims 4 like came to its like closure, like to its end, and we didn't get cars, I would be devastated. I would be literally devastated, and I don't think I could ever forgive The Sims. Like don't think I could forgive Maxis for not at least doing like the jump car. I don't need to ride around the world. I want like the mechanic skill. I want to run a garage and like sell. I want to buy what I want the most from cars. Some of the interactions, like make out in a car, listen to music, stuff like that. I don't even necessarily need them to drive. I want it as a hobby. So like for me, I just really want to be able to buy a junk car for like, I don't know, 200 simoleons, to spend a decent amount of time fixing it up, doing upgrades, like, I don't know, adding rims, adding lights under it, like adding a sound system, kind of all that kind of stuff, like sort of pimp my ride. And then like the more customization and the more work I do on it, the more I want to sell it for. So I just want to get like the junk car, fix it up, spend some time on it, and then sell it for like, if I buy it for like 200 simoleons, I want to sell it for like 20 simoleons. So even though I want it to be like a big time investment, I want it to take like a week of kind of like working on it on and off for me to be able to like really fix it up. But if I kind of like max out all the upgrades on that car, I want to make a really decent profit on it. I want it to be like a proper little money maker, because that's what I used to do with The Sims 2 and like Open for Business. I used to upgrade cars and then sell them, and used to make like a decent amount of money, and it was like a whole family run business. So it's like the uncle would teach the teenagers like how to fix it up and all that kind of stuff. They'd help out at the garage. So I just really miss that gameplay, and the specific family that I still have that don't have that gameplay, it makes me sad, because I don't know, it's like a whole storyline that I just can't do in The Sims at the moment. So like, I don't know, it's a constant source of sadness that we don't have them. And I get that it's not like everybody's thing, right? But neither was Batu, neither's parenting, neither's vampires. Like, not every Simmer likes the same thing. So not everybody needs to want cars for... You know, we could get like a free time expansion pack, you know, like it's something like free, because I think that's where the junk car originally came from, where it's like a variety of hobbies. So have like cars for the people who want cars, have ballet. What else came with free time? Like oh, the pottery. I love the pottery and the sewing machine. Like, free time was a really good pack, and again, it offers something to like different types of player. So I don't know, I'm frustrated that they've not done it yet, to be honest. I'm a little bit salty, I am. Okay, so that's doing something right. What are we doing here? I'm not even going to pay attention to Vlad, because whatever he's doing is fine. He's kind of done everything he needs to do. You do need to max out your social skill. Your energy's getting a little bit low, but what I think I'm going to do... Eliza's nearly ready to be a child as well. I feel like she's not that far away. Come and talk and hug. Don't hit. Talk and hug, talk and hug, talk and hug, and then go to sleep. And that's Eliza done for the night. Don, how are you doing, Don? You're talking to a... Oh my goodness, who was this? Who destroyed the... Was this you, Vlad? I feel like it was probably Eliza. Oh, right, repair that, please. Like, Don, what are you doing, my love? I mean, he's doing really well as well. I feel like he's very, very close to also being oldified. I don't know words. Right, Cinderella's doing that. Everybody's kind of okay. So I'm getting ready to kind of wrap up this video. I want to kind of like see what Luna gets from doing this interaction. You've done that. I feel like you need to, do you need to do anything to any of these? You need to harvest. Does that need evolving? I feel like I can see something sparkling. Evolve, there we go. Oh my god, we're evolving the growth fruit tree. That's amazing. That means we're gonna have a really, really good quality fertilizer, I think. I'm obsessed with the growth fruit tree. What do we have going on in our little flower room? Harvest ore. I don't see any sparkles or weeds or anything like that. We do need to water some of them. Let's sell that on Plopsy as well. I do want to show off work though. Like this, let's try showing off to Luna because it didn't work with Cinderella, but maybe we can give it another try. I feel like these interactions take too long. They take a very long time. Like maybe if it was just one thing that we needed to do, that would be fine, but because it's two, it's very, very time consuming, this career. Yeah, not my favourite in terms of like the time element of those daily tasks. I like the ones that, you know, not the ones that are like an instant, because I think that's sometimes, you know, it's like one interaction. I think that's too easy. But like practice cheer of the chair mat's normally quite good because it takes like 2 goes and it seems like a decent amount of time. Okay, what am I doing? Who am I? What is happening here? Why? What are you doing? It begins again. It begins again. I don't know. Right, Eliza, what are you doing? You're sleeping. Perfect. Dawn, what are you doing? You're sleeping. That's fine. You are getting hungry though. Agnes is sleeping. Greg is sleeping. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere. We'll just let Don sleep outside. He's not going to get hurt. It's going to be fine. I feel like I can call it there. Christopher can now overgrow pruned bonsai trees to reshape them. Christopher is also able to super sell plants in a large area. Amazing. Please put this on blah, blah, blah. Please list this on Plopsy. We do not say blah blah blah. I'm just teaching Vlad how to speak like a vampire, guys. You're gonna age up tomorrow. Are you excited? I'm excited. He's so excited, guys. It's his birthday. He's gonna get to be a baby child vampire. I don't know. I can't remember. Child vampires. How vampire-y are they? I feel like they're not very vampire-y. I feel like they have to be teenagers. But I feel like werewolves added more for children than we have for like other occults, because they have a lot of the stuff about like feeling angry when it's like a full moon and things like that. So I feel like we can expect less vampire-ness from Vlad as a child than we do from Greg being werewolfy. But we'll see. I'm really excited actually to age him up. I was excited to add Agnes to the household and like start parenting her. Like, I don't know. I feel like we're going to heal something in Agnes through this Let's Play. So yeah, I'm going to let's have a quick recap. So Daddy Christopher Volkov, what do you actually need to do? You need to, you've already done that. Beautiful. Daddy Christopher Volkov is fine. Cinderella, or what does he need to do in terms of his aspirations? He needs to have a child max any skill. So hopefully Greg will be able to do that soon. Where are we? I'm getting really confused with like adult skills and fundamentals. Motor skill is 8, so I reckon we can probably do that. What we've got for Cinderella, I still need to figure out this going to full parent mode. I'm not quite sure how to do it, so I need to figure that one out. And then again, when Luna ages up, we'll kind of do that one too. Luna needs to attend career day, which I think is Thursday. Let's have a quick double check. I don't know if it necessarily says it, but I'm sure it's Thursday, right? Is it Thursday? I don't want to not send her and then like not have it. Can I, is there a way to like check school schedule? Is that a thing? I don't know. I'm going to have to double check. I'm going to double check right now on camera because I don't trust myself if I don't do it. So Sims for high school years career day. I swear it's Thursday. On a set day. This is an event that requires attendance. So on career day, When is career day? When is it? Tell me when it is. What? I don't. Okay, what? Do you know, if we can't do it, I am just gonna. If we don't do it this week, I'm actually gonna cheat a little bit and just and just complete that milestone, like with a cheat, because I don't really know what's going on with that. I don't know if I'm being stupid or the game's being stupid. I can't figure it out. I'll send her to school on Thursday, but if it's not career day, I give up. I give up. We'll just cheat. So yeah, that is kind of where we're up to. So what do we have for Greg? Greg's getting really close to doing this level 6 mental skill, and then I think he's got one more thing to do. No, that's it. And then he's done it, and then he can be a teenager if he wants to. I feel like we do kind of want him to have at least 1 or 2 character values, at least one. Let's say 1 character value before we age him up to teen. But I do want to spend a bit of time with Vlad and Greg as children, because I think it'll be fun to watch them kind of do that, and there's no rush, right? Max movement skill, study letters, so he's doing okay. He does have a little bit more in terms of like I don't know, he's ready to age up. Eliza, she's movement and communication level 4, imagination and potty, so I think she's going to be quite close as well to being a child, to be honest. She's not far off kind of maxing at least 3 skills there. Don as well is really kind of like blasting through those milestones. I think the only thing he really needs to do now is learn to crawl, and he can age up to be a toddler. And then we've got little Agnes to get working on there as well. So yeah, I think if we can start aging them up, it's going to be easier for us now that we've got so many kids in the household. I'm gonna go. I'm overexcited. I over-explain. I don't know why I'm like this, but thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for people who keep coming back. I really appreciate you know, the consistency. I like thank you. It's such a humbling thing to like have people watch your videos, and like, you know, to when there's so much content out there for people to be choosing my videos, like that's a really humbling thing. So thank you so much, especially like to my American viewers, because I know like most of my views come from America, so like hi. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves. I hope you have a good week, and remember, you're all, even if you're not a parent, you're still a good parent. You're all good parents, and you're doing the best you can, and that is the important thing. Take care. I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.